Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of the Anything Wrestling Podcast. We are back here today with another very special episode. Yes, this episode is as special as how smooth SummerSlam was streaming on the network without any buffering.
Or glitching, or fast forwarding, or rewinding.
Or fast forwarding, then rewinding, then fast forwarding, and spoiling results.
I just said that. Really? Like, why do you repeat what I say if I just said it?
I need to elaborate.
That wasn't enough?
Nothing is ever enough.
Apparently nothing's ever enough for him. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Commish. I'm joined by someone who thinks I'm
Here we go.
getting very annoyed with him because I am, because of what he brought up pre-show recording.
Which we will get to.
Yeah,
God.
I guess so. Oh, God.
He needs a second. Or a minute.
So
Well,
I'm really out of it.
While the commish gets himself together, maybe one thing that can help him bring his morning to a great start is the WWE Network, which you can get for a non-negotiable but very reasonable price of just only $9.99.
$9.99.
It's not $10.
It's not $1,000, and it's not $1 million.
But
$9.99. And maybe I can get my shit together as well if you guys catch us on the Anything Wrestling Podcast 1 Instagram account. Follow us, like our posts, comments. Let us know how you feel about this early morning disaster, or that is myself.
with that, we are here to review SummerSlam 2019. Shall we begin?
So, we didn't see the pre-show.
Moving forward.
We decided to ignore all of it because it was too long for 2 hours.
Instead of what did we watch?
What does it matter?
No.
We're talking about SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Why are we going to talk about everything else?
Never mind.
Not related to it.
I thought we should give the audience a reason as to why we missed the pre-show.
No, they don't need to know. They don't need to know anything we don't want them to know. We tell them what they need to know. We control what they listen to.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but do they know what you're saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you have to repeat the bit?
Sorry.
Moving forward with the first match of the show, which kind of upset the Shunt because why does it have to be that match starting the show? Why does she have to come out already?
Why are you going to say it for me?
Because that's how you felt, and I think if Dan was here, he would have told you it doesn't fucking matter.
It does.
Why does it not
She
matter?
is getting the CM Punk treatment where she is the champion of the division, but she is put on the first match of the card.
Why does it matter?
Because
Okay,
I want
so
Becky Lynch to be close to closing out a show or closing out the show.
she had that opportunity, remember?
Once,
Twice.
twice.
So what? She's getting it. So what does it matter? She's gotten it. It's just the matter of what's going to work. And who got to close the night and open the night the other way around?
Yeah.
I can never get an agreement with you or get you to really, just agree with me. You're really upsetting me now. How dare you?
How dare I? How dare you?
For what?
I don't know.
Exactly. Becky Lynch, the man, versus Natalya for the Raw Women's Championship. It went how it was going to go. Obviously, I chose otherwise.
I chose
Because
otherwise.
I thought something was going to happen that would make certain people on this podcast happy to finally start planting the seeds of said process of 4 versus 4 happening who knows when now at this point because
Well, we got
Just
one of
wrapped
them back last night.
I'm sorry. I don't like her. I don't care for her. And I've said it so many times on this podcast. She is someone that will never, ever get my respect. And I can't say again because she never had it the first time. I don't like who she portrays herself as. Oh, it's the boss. The boss. You cried about losing your tag team championships. And what did you do? You went on vacation for what? 4 months?
Yeah.
No, really. Calculate it. WrestleMania was in April, right?
Yeah. 4
Yeah,
months.
4 months. You cried for 4 months. What happened in that same time with Bayley? She got her shit together. She developed a lot better. She became a champion. She won Money in the Bank. What did you do? Picked out stupid blonde wigs. Cried. Posted on Instagram about your change from being a caterpillar to a blue butterfly now. And you decide, because 2 days before, or I'm sorry, 1 day before SummerSlam, because Becky called you out saying that, oh, well, she wants to cry, she wants to complain, she doesn't like to lose. Come challenge me. So what's your best approach at it? You attack someone whose arm is in a sling, by the way, and you were about to make it worse by hitting her with a chair if Becky didn't show up. And then you decide, because you're the boss, that you're going to try that shit with Becky. And you did. Congratulations. I don't buy it. I do not buy it. I don't agree with it. I agree with everything Corey said. Opportunist, always will be. Like, there's nothing you can say honestly to me that you'll convince me
That's exactly why I'm not talking.
that will make me ever like her. I've said it before. Outside of WWE, she still treats herself like, I'm the boss. I'm the greatest thing ever. I don't give a damn about all my competitors. It's like, I can't buy into you then. Because you come off as an asshole.
I have to ask this, and I swear to God, I'm going to be shocked. Do you hate her more than Corbin?
What does it matter? Like, what does it matter?
I just want to see if she's got the same amount of heat that Corbin does.
I told you what I told you about Baron Corbin. He does his job. He's found a way for me not to like him because of his antics. But I've heard about what the guy does outside of the WWE, and he's an actual decent human being. Her, on the other hand, I've seen interviews of her outside of the WWE on talk shows and all this shit, and she still treats herself in her character like, oh, I'm better than everybody, I'm the biggest shit in the world, blah, 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 blah. And on top of that, they weren't cheering for Becky Sasha last night. At one point, they were cheering Sasha Bayley. Sasha Bayley. Like, go close out that chapter that we never got, and then come attack Becky. Like, oh, God. I get it. This is what we're going to get at Clash of Champions now. Next month. But I don't care. I'm sure she's going to get the belt at this point. Like, Vince probably felt like, fine, I'll hand you the belt next month. I don't know what he had to do to convince her to come back. But truth be told, you should have stayed away. Go ahead, you should have signed to All Elite like everyone thought you were going to do. All you stupid marks.
Wow. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the commish getting real.
So do you want to keep poking at me about her, or do you want to, really continue this show about SummerSlam.
We can continue.
Okay, so that's my thoughts on her. That will always be my thoughts on her. I don't like her, don't care for her. I wish she was out of the WWE.
Very well.
Now, to answer your other question, because I don't think I did, she may have the same heat as Baron Corbin does, if not higher.
Wow. So essentially, Sasha Banks is to you as Raccoon is to me, is what you're saying.
Yes, Sean.
Jesus.
It is. But I feel like you wish death upon
No.
Ronda.
No.
Death of her WWE career.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, can we please drop botch a Saints?
Get it? Because
All she does is botch.
there's a smile. All right, let's take a second.
Moving forward, we have what is possibly...
Well, we didn't even talk about the match.
Go ahead. I thought we were done with it.
Fairly decent match. Natty, stop talking. What is it with the talking in these women's matches?
With who?
Everyone. Everyone just talks.
They...
Shut up, Becky. You're gonna tap out, Becky. Slaps her in the face. You're a bitch. Ah. Stop talking. Everybody, stop talking. You wrestle. You don't talk. You wrestle. That's why they call it wrestling. Not talking, wrestling.
Intimidation factor because they've
Blonde.
probably... No, it's not just them. It's all the women. They feel like they're not as intimidating during the match.
I mean, turn the mics down or stop talking. Like, I feel like everybody just talks too much.
What are we doing?
Well, this is intended for us to talk. We're supposed to talk.
Well, I'm just asking.
Well, I mean, anyway.
But, okay.
It was an match. Nothing really stood out.
It was an match because it was at the beginning of the card.
No.
and you were not
Like, you know,
happy.
like let's put that completely to the side. It was an match. Like, nothing remarkable happened in this match.
The reversal of their finishing home.
Okay, I think the most memorable thing was Becky and the turnbuckle being present into the sharpshooter. That was okay. We got to talk about this too. Why is there no rope breaks in a submission match?
Oh my god, we went over it. Why do you want to... Fine. To all of you listening, if you can put it in the commentary. What are the rules for a submission match? If you can find the rules, please feel free to post them. Because I've already explained this to LeSean. Our friend Kevin explained it to him as well. And he still doesn't get it.
Kevin said it depends on the match and the circumstance.
No, it doesn't. I even said that right after he said it. It doesn't. You want to see one of the greatest submission matches? Go watch Stone Cold versus Bret Hart on the WWE Network. Where in the hell is there a rope break ever?
They never reached the ropes.
They did.
When?
Again, watch the match. Are you finished? Are you done? Do you need a minute?
I'm good.
Moving forward with what is considered, I guess, redemption for his greatest botch of all time. We have the 1 minute and 50-second match.
That's how long.
Along with probably 10 minutes of nonsense and utter complete destruction and disaster of him. Bill Goldberg versus one Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggity Zag Zixter.
This was just what? I'm tired of the legends. I need to prove myself type of a thing.
I think so, but I think Ziggler went out like a champ. Because he got destroyed. And then he picks up that mic and he's like, is that all you got? Gets speared again. Picks that mic back up again. I mean, it became entertaining. It really, really did. Yeah, I think that if this is Goldberg's last match, big if, I would rather have it be this than Super Showdown. Because that was just horrible. But I think they were just trying.
Horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, because I think they were trying to rectify what happened at Super Showdown. And I thought this was a great place. It was second match, 1 minute and 50 seconds, not really taking up too much time on the card or a spot on the card. So, good piece of business. Just hope that they push Ziggler. That's it.
But where do you push him towards? Like, what would you do with him at this point? Because that's what still has me like, you're going to face who you were really supposed to face the following night on Raw.
And he still got beat.
So what's the push?
Push him to the world title.
You already got that. What, am I wrong? Did I say something incorrect, Shant? Wow. I'm asking you. Answer the question.
No, but you gotta admit, those world title reigns were not as memorable. They were cut short. And every time this poor guy, like, he's one of the best workers in the business, and you can't deny that. When it comes to promos, putting on great matches, and working his gimmick, he's got it all.
So you want him to have a World Heavyweight Championship to back that up?
I want him to be pushed. I want him to be treated as an important part of the show. And not just having a good match and then being jobbed out 3 times in a row.
You also feel that way about someone else.
Yes. Hashtag push Cesaro. PC. See? Innovative. Entrepreneurship, really. Gotta find the little bits here and there.
Please don't do that ever again.
See, there's a laugh. Extra laugh.
Moving forward with... I guess it was entertaining. The ending was entertaining for me.
What is this?
The United States Championship match between one OC founding member, the AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, versus the superhero in training wearing King Ricochet.
Recoil Chet.
13 minutes long. Question, why are you dressed like Nightwing from DC Comics?
That looked so uncomfortable to wrestle in.
Why do you look uncomfortable?
I can't ever do it when it's like long sleeve and spandex, and especially when you're Ricochet, you're like running around and like hurricane running and you're flip flopping. Let's be honest here. This match was the only part that was entertaining was the ending.
Like I told you, like we've seen this before. Like it's like he stretches. AJ Styles seems to stretch out his rivalries, or it's like I'm gonna have a match with you, and then I'm gonna have another one, and then another one. If I can quote DJ Khaled, another one, and every match that keeps on coming, they're gonna get more boring and boring. What were we doing when we were watching this? We were talking amongst each other. We weren't even enjoying it. What we enjoyed was the fact that Ricochet threw himself towards AJ, got slammed into a powerbomb, almost brought back up from said powerbomb into
Styles
Clash?
Yeah.
Which looked like the best possible way to do it.
Yes.
But I'm hoping at this point, like what, because he got involved in his match again? Like last night? Just to protect Seth? I'm hoping this is done and over with.
I think it's also a thing of playing hot potato with that title because Ricochet was champion, AJ got the championship, then Ricochet got it back, and then AJ got it?
No, Ricochet got it. He tried to defend it. He non-title defended it, but it looked like it was going to be given to AJ. Then AJ got it. Then AJ defended it. So AJ likes to stretch out his rivalries. Which is not impressing me. Because honestly, it's like, how do you ever move on? And now you're moving on to, for some reason, you need 2 belts. Wait a sec. Oh, we'll discuss that during the Seth match.
Okay.
We have the SmackDown Women's Championship match, which was 10 minutes long, with one defending champion Bayley versus Ember Moon. It was alright. It's a forgettable match. That's the problem.
Yes. Yep.
I thought we were going to get more out of it because the build-up, even the build-up started to become dull.
Yeah.
If you think about it. At first, Bayley handpicks her to be the next opponent she has.
Which was good.
But then Ember Moon tries to do this, heel turn that just didn't go well because at one point the following week, she wasn't a heel.
I don't know anymore.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I think their go-to to make something interesting is to give them that anti-hero, that great place where it's it's not black and white. There's a gray area.
That's boring.
Yeah, because it gets done so much.
I think there's too many anti-heroes. Either you're a face or a heel at this point.
Yeah.
My thing is just Charlotte was left out of it. She tried to insert herself between the two, but luckily someone else decided to spoil that. So moving forward, because like I said, that match was very forgettable. We have, with the stipulation in place, Kevin Owens
KO
versus Shane McMahon.
The best in the what?
For the entertainment sake of the podcast,
Okay.
we have the best in the world, Shane McMahon. That's how you hold it.
That's what she said.
It all comes from here, but it depends when you put the power into the word.
What?
What? Don't whisper it. Say it.
No, it's good.
Come on.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel like we were milking it so bad in this match where KO is going to beat up Shane. Elias distracts him. KO's going to beat up Shane. Elias distracts him. KO's going to beat up Shane. Elias distracts
gets
him.
in the way.
And it's dude, we didn't build up to this match for you to get distracted and forget what the selling point is. I wanted to see KO beat the hell out of Shane. I wanted to see a good spot. I wanted to see something. But it was
Did you want to see Shane McMahon be Shane McMahon in
Yes.
the match? Be the daredevil, be the risk taker.
Give me an Extreme Rules match. Do a spot from the top rope to the commentary table. Do something. It was I'm gonna beat up Shane. Oh, you distracted me. I'm gonna get you. I gotta beat you up. Oh, you distracted me again. I gotta get you. It's what are you doing? What are we doing? This is the problem.
Did you feel like this was one of Shane's worst matches?
Yes.
Even though, Shane, throughout his whole wrestling career, has always been able to sell himself very well as a heel or a face. But he never used antics. Never. If he used antics, it'd be followed up by something extreme or something violent or something daredevil-like or risk-taking. Not this whole, I'll have my bodyguard, referee, enforcer protect me. At one point, I really did want, with the referee seeing, for Kevin Owens to stunner Elias. And just, knock him out.
Yeah.
So we can get an actual match. But no, it just, maybe Shane was scared to get injured. Or maybe he just didn't want to do it.
I don't know. I just thought it was lackluster.
For 9 minutes, it was very lackluster.
And I thought Shane should have put up his on-screen role of if I lose, that's it. And you would bring an end to this best in the world taking up, 15, 20 minutes of TV time when you can give it to someone else. And you could have had like a decisive conclusion, like KO does something like really dramatic or like really extreme to like put the nail in the coffin of like you're done and you're not coming back on TV.
He just frog splashed him in the ring and that's it. That's how it ended. Like, I can't even remember how it ended.
Stunner.
Was it a stunner?
It was stunner.
All right.
You see, that's the problem. That's it. That is exactly the problem. Is how lackluster it was. You built it up, and it was like, okay, yes, everybody wanted to see Shane McMahon just go out, like that's it. Everybody wanted to see KO go over, but not in the way of like, I'm gonna get you, Elias, you distracted me, you know, like no, bro, like get your aggressive side out, like. Jesus.
And even with the chair, how the ref was like, no, you can't do it. You can't. It's like, come on, man. Like, give us something in this match. Like an inch or a mile. Something, man. Like,
that was the problem, was making it a straight up one-on-one match. You don't make matches like that. Like, remember when John Laurinaitis had to quit because Big Show and Cena were in a steel cage and Big Show lost? It's like, you felt that. You're like, great, finally he's off TV. We're not going to see him. With this, it was like...
he'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's like, he's going to stick to his word. 2 weeks later, he's back.
By the time Greg Hamilton gets done with another announcement, Shane McMahon will be back. Lackluster.
By the time Byron Saxton has something good to say, he'll be back. Or he'll leave. So that's never.
But yeah, lackluster.
Moving forward, which, okay, I actually thought this was a good match, even though I did not like the result. We have the father emulating, robe wearing, title having. I'm trying to think of other titles to give her. Oh, TV pushing. Has to be on the card having Charlotte Flair.
That was really good, by the way.
Versus, I hate that she lost, but I did hear something about it. It may upset you. Versus the former 7-time women's champion,
Canada's greatest export,
Trish Stratus.
What did you hear?
Oh no! Let's discuss the match first. Then we'll discuss what I heard.
Great match. Trish looked like she hasn't missed a day.
At all. She looked great.
Like not even a botch, not even a like a slip, nothing. Like perfect. Whether we like it or not, Charlotte always has a tendency to put on great matches, so I have to give her that. I knew Trish wasn't going over. I even stated it. I'm like, I love Trish, but the Charlotte's getting this one.
I think we picked Trish, but we knew.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we knew it was like, okay, it's inevitable. It's supposed to happen. I just didn't like that it had to be in Canada, even though the crowd still was appreciative of Trish coming back. Hell, Charlotte did the right thing by leaving, and giving Trish her moment. And there was a backstage interview where she gives Trish respect.
Yeah, I saw that.
And match wise, like flawless.
Yeah.
Like for the women's division, that was best match.
Not a 5-star, but really
no. I would give this, as far as all the women's matches on SummerSlam, that's the 5-star to me. Like, let's be real. Like, did you enjoy Natty versus Becky?
Nah.
Did you enjoy Bayley versus Ember?
Nah.
You enjoyed this, right?
Yes.
Exactly, because it still felt like a good wrestling match. It still felt like they can put on a show. Like Trish, like you said, looked flawless, hasn't missed a beat. It's literally like the following week after she retired from facing Lita.
She came back. And did you notice no talking?
Yeah.
See what I'm
like
talking
Trish,
about?
And I remember Trish's matches, she'll barely talk.
Yeah.
But like, even when she was a heel, she wouldn't talk. She would just wrestle. She would just fight.
Yeah.
So, here's what I heard. Trish isn't done. She still wants one more match.
Of course.
but it's with one of the current WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Oh,
she wants to
that
face
one.
your girl.
Lexi.
She wants that to be her final match.
Honestly, if everyone recalls, we were supposed to get that at Evolution, but then circumstance happened, the match changed completely, and we didn't get that.
Like, no offense to seeing Lita again, because it was what, Trish and Lita versus the Riot Squad.
No, it was Alicia Fox and Mickey James,
Oh yeah,
which was like,
all of a sudden. By the way, I've been hearing this thing that like Alicia Fox is now considered a legend. It's like, but she was still active this year.
yeah, on Raw reunion when they're like, Alicia Fox is returning. It's like, isn't she on the roster?
Yeah. Well, where did we cut her? Mm-hmm. When did we put that title on her? Mm-hmm. But that was the match we were supposed to get in Evolution. I actually would like to see that.
I would too.
Now, I don't think you should do it at Clash of Champions though.
Oh no,
because your girls right now tag champs with.
Nikki.
Oh, by the way, there was a tag match on the pre-show with those two versus the Iconics. They obviously held the championships.
Look, you gotta admit that Lexi and Nikki already have a much more memorable title reign than the Iconics.
And we're sorry, like, we rooted for them at WrestleMania, but they did nothing with it after.
Yeah, they became a joke. Like, they became the joke to the joke, essentially. They were,
I mean, they're hot. Have you ever seen their Instagrams? They're gorgeous. They are. It's just they sell it that they're good heel like competitors, but sometimes it's like, okay, tone it down.
Yeah.
Tone it down. Oh, the accent's making it worse. Tone it down.
I've heard that's how they are in real life.
What? Annoying?
Like, whatever you see on TV is it, like them around the dinner table is just like that.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I think they're funny and playful. They are. But it's just like when you put those belts... I would have thought they would turn up the intensity.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're tag champions and we're supposed to be like our name says, iconic. But no, we're irritating.
But I would have loved it if they became like true heels, where it's like they'll get on the mic and they'll spew all this BS, and when it comes down to fighting, they'll give you that long, gruesome match, but at the very end, they'll pull tights or they'll use the ropes, or like they'll do something where it's like,
Or the count out.
yeah,
When.
yes,
Like that, like shit
get
like
that
that.
heat
Yeah.
on them. Yes, that was.
But they couldn't. And I think that's why at one point they're like, all right, we've got to give it to someone who could really sell it.
Not that they couldn't, they just weren't given that opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, they were, but they just weren't put on TV.
Yeah. It's not the talent, it's booking.
And I wonder who's to blame, old man.
Triple H is not that old.
The other old man. The relic.
By the way, Triple H is 50 now. Let that sink in for a second.
He looks good for 50.
And
If I could say
Batista's
that.
50 as well.
Damn, they look good for 50.
Yeah,
It's
see?
kind of hard to
Let it
like
sink
argue.
in. Yep.
Now, why is it Shane looks horrible and he's 49?
Shane has more gray hairs than Vince.
You know he turns 50 next year?
Shane's 50 next year?
Yeah, he's 49. He does
Okay.
not look 49.
I stand by what I said. Vince is going to outlive every single one of us.
Even his own children.
Yeah. And his fans.
But yeah, I would like to see Trish versus Bliss. Maybe Hell in a Cell.
WrestleMania.
Do you think you can build it up that long?
Oh, for sure. Well, not if you start right now, but I'm thinking maybe do some shenanigans at the Royal Rumble.
Have them meet.
Yeah, like Trish comes out, oh, surprise entrant, and then Lexi pulls a Austin where she gets ducked out, but then she comes back in and throws Trish out. Because Lexi is good as like the little like sniveling snake that just comes in and just throws, like, you know, takes advantage of the moment. But then when it comes down to fighting, she's like, oh, no, I don't want none. They don't want none. But yeah.
But overall, this match, like, I think this match was starting to build up a good, like,
second half of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we get to what I like that they're still building on it, because maybe we'll get something even more intense. Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. What are your thoughts?
Match was...
The first 15 minutes of the match were... I think we were talking more about what you were going through and what we were trying to be healthy about in our lives than the match.
Let's talk about this for a second. If we could be serious for a minute, during these pay-per-views, we like to get together and munch on a lot of food. And I, unfortunately, mixed a whole lot of things together.
In a matter of a few hours, too.
Yeah, it was bad. I felt like, it's like one of those feelings where you feel like you want to burp, but it's stuck in your esophagus.
Or if you burp, you might puke.
Yeah. So I was like pacing back and forth, and I was getting up and sitting down, and I'm like...
We were trying to help him relieve like that pain, but also not trying to make him laugh.
Yeah. So we kind of got distracted by the match here. But I will say this. I think they kind of AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe'd it, where it was, we have this great match. I was personally looking forward to this match.
Me too.
But then we got...
I'm the commission, I'm calm.
Okay, he said it. Sorry, we always got a Raw or SmackDown or a pay-per-view playing, and it's that part where Natty comes out and then... You said something. You said after the match when Randy was staring down Kofi's family and then Kofi kendo stick attacked him, you said this is what we need from Kofi.
It is.
And I agree with you, because Kofi has unofficially sort of semi-parted ways with the New Day. Not in the vein of that they're broken up, but it's like, you guys do your thing, I'm doing my thing.
Like, I'll still be like that colorful, have a good time, pancake throwing, booty twerking, like, guy of the group.
But do you see that's the problem?
No, we've said it. It's the problem because it doesn't make you that serious of a champion.
And we need another layer to Kofi. Like,
I think we got it.
We've seen the Bootios, ice cream, like whatever character for 5 years now, and it's like we need some serious Kofi. We need not so much babyface. We need a little bit more of an edge. Like, give me a little bit of that dark side. What are you willing to do? Because I saw the 24 documentary of Kofi, and I'm like, that's when it sunk in. I'm like, this poor guy, like, deserves it. Like, such a great guy, always has a smile, like, great guy inside and out. He deserves the title, but don't make it forgettable. And I thought this was the one feud where, you know, we go back to the stupid, and we all know the story behind that. And I thought, give us what we want. We want to see Kofi topple Randy. Now, if you're saving it for Hell in a Cell, that's fine.
But don't do it as like you're toppling him just to get like revenge and like be the successful saving grace of a hero.
Yeah.
Do it in a sense that he's bringing out the edge in you. He's bringing out
the MSG Kofi.
The thing that's inside that you know you need to go up against someone like Randy Orton. Because let's face it, like Randy has always been the guy that knows how to really bring out an anger and a hate out of you. And, like, you saw it, like, right as he stared at his wife and at Kofi's wife and kids. Like, Kofi's like, no. Like,
we're not doing
you're
this.
pushing a line. You're not going to get them involved. How dare you? And then, like, they got double counted out. Which we didn't even see.
It was confusing.
We didn't see it because the camera was never on the ref. It was only on Randy and Kofi. And then it's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
We thought it was a disqualification, but it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then, like, what? They're by the announcers. All of a sudden, Kofi gets the candlestick out and starts beating the shit out of Randy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, way to go.
Where have you been?
This is what I needed.
Yes.
And this is what builds to it. And if, at this point, I don't want to see Kofi come out tonight to talk about anything. Have Randy come out
and initiate it?
I got what I wanted. I know I can take the belt from me now. And just have Kofi come out of nowhere and attack him.
Yeah.
You want to put an edge on Kofi, this is the best way to do it.
And Hell in a Cell is the match to do it.
Don't do it at Clash of Champions. You want to do Clash of Champions, again, you need to have another weird, ending to it. Because you really want the whole, I'm stupid, I'm going to prove to you that I'm not. I'm going to, destroy you now.
I would love it if we're, let's say we're down to Hell in a Cell and we're just about to close off this feud. And Kofi's about to do something very, drastic, hit him in a certain way or use a certain weapon against him. And Randy tries to back off and goes, no, please don't. And Kofi just says one thing. He goes, stupid. And then just, whacks him or hits him, or gives that last shot and picks up the victory. I think that would be a perfect way to bring this full sucker.
What if you had it they're in the cell, he's about to swing the chair at him, he's trying to get up, and Randy's just
yeah, stop.
He's this, and he tells him the whole stupid.
Yeah.
Throws him in the chair, and then
Trouble in Paradise. Ooh.
Right to the face with the chair.
I like it.
That'd probably be, but to really sell it at that point, you would need Kofi to after he hits him, be stupid, and just count the 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
I'm hoping this. Oh God, for the booking committee, please make this last a few more months.
That's asking too much.
But moving on to what I said to all of you.
Is this the match?
The 5-star match of the night. As short as it was. No, it is. It had everything a match should have. What?
Wait, announce the match so that I know we're talking about.
Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor.
Right, okay. First of all, before we talk about anything, you want to talk about a pay-per-view being shifted on its axis. You want to talk about a pay-per-view just changing the vibe to an entire arena in just minutes. It's amazing what they did. Bray Wyatt, this guy is a genius. An absolute genius. Especially when they say this is all his idea and it was all his character, his work. Wow. I applaud you. Putting all that together, it's true what they say. It's all in the presentation. Entrance was epic. It got everybody hyped up. Everything was great. I like the new mandible claw gimmick and the excruciating of the lights and the whole presentation. Match itself, it was good. It was good. I wouldn't necessarily say it was 5-star, but it was really good.
For how short it was, yeah, I get that. This is why it's 5-star to me, because the match had everything. The build-up, the story of him coming out, the presentation, the aggressiveness, the whole him still dealing with the split personalities during the match, the way he left. It's every single thing that I find entertaining. If we're talking about the entertainment portion of it, it had it all. We even wondered, what's he gonna come out to? Because we haven't heard what his theme music is. We just see he always pops up with the Firefly Funhouse stuff, and then does a little promo or whatever.
Yeah,
it was never okay, is that what he comes out to? And then he just out of nowhere just changes, or did he do what we saw, which was you get it, then it just zaps out. You see that twisted entrance,
that lantern,
and then the remix of his theme music.
Really good.
It's
I
just
love it.
I am terrified for myself right now.
Here's the thing, though. If you recall, Bray Wyatt 1.0, we had that. It was the lantern. It was the entrance. It was the rocking chair. Everything was unique. But they dropped the ball with that. They fed him to Cena. Now, once again, we've got a resurgence where it's Bray Wyatt 2.0. It's the Fiend. It's this new entrance. It's this. There's this new creepiness to it.
And there's this split personality disorder thing going on. There's this anger, this like...
But I told you guys, it all depends on what they do from here. And if they don't bury the character.
Well, they at this point, if you got people talking that much... I will honestly say you need to let him control everything.
Yeah.
Like, if he wants to book himself to win, go for it. If he wants to book himself to lose, you let him lose how he wants to lose. Don't be like, oh, we're going to do this with you. And if it doesn't agree with the universe, it's like they have to accept that. No. You have to let him decide how he books himself to lose or how he books himself to win.
Because you can have some input. Because I don't ever believe that giving the talent 100% control is ever good. Like, they might be okay at first, but then let's be honest, they're gonna that thing's gonna get out of control. Have some influence, but let this guy just do his thing.
Because come on, what was it? 2 months worth of this whole thing. Everyone's like, when are we gonna get it? When are we gonna see it? Then all of a sudden, he's gone for a while. It's like, where's the stupid theme song? Where's the little gimmicky shit? And then out of nowhere, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, fuck. Like, what now? I honestly, like, I really would like to know what now. Where do we go with Bray? Because this was Finn's last match as he takes a couple months off to get married or, I guess go on a vacation. But we'll see. I'm hoping he gets someone that isn't afraid, but will bring out the terror. Terrify him.
I think we're eventually going to get Fiend versus Demon.
But who do you put in that time though? Like, I was thinking maybe A-lister Black.
That would be a good one.
Because you have someone that puts themselves out as like, I'm not afraid. I'll fight anyone.
Yeah.
Try fighting this.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then moving to the main event match of the night, which was a very big surprise.
Yes.
Because, again, as Deshaun has always said, and I agree with it, you give this guy time longer than 5 minutes, he'll put on a match. You had the former reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion Brock. I can't finish it. Lesnar. Ah, that does hurt. That is a cleanse.
It's a cleanse, yeah.
Versus the beast slaying architect, burning it down, Sako Rollinsyan, Seth freaking Rollins. Again, you give Brock more than 5 minutes, he will put on a good match.
Yes.
Now, before the match itself, everyone has like done this thing where you decide between either Bret Hart, The Undertaker, John Cena, or Brock Lesnar as who's Mr. SummerSlam. I'll be honest with you, if we're talking domination, it's Brock Lesnar.
Yes, I was thinking about this too.
Like,
Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania, but who is Mr. SummerSlam?
Brock.
And I think inevitably it's got to be Brock.
It's Brock.
Yeah.
To me, it's always been Brock Lesnar because, my God, like...
You're always talking about his match after SummerSlam, no matter what the circumstances.
Yeah. Like, okay, last year, yeah, he lost to Roman. Roman finally became the Universal Champion against him. But you still wondered, like, holy crap, like... He still tried to dominate in that match. You saw what was the reversal of burial after burial after burial after burial.
The best match ever.
Of John Cena with Brock Lesnar just destroying him.
I gotta say, that's my favorite John Cena match.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that was like Brock like snatching the shovel out? Like, no, this is what you've done to people, and I'm just gonna bash your head in with that shovel, metaphorically.
16 German suplexes that night. That could be given one German suplex for every superstar he's buried. Shall we try?
I think we tried. What?
Damien Sandow,
Shawn Michaels,
Ryback,
Bobby Lashley.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, that's right. Edge. Chris Jericho. No, he's taking titles off them because he just had to have it.
All right.
Who else?
Trying to think.
Can't say Triple H because Triple H buried him.
Yeah.
Come on, there has to be.
No, there's more. I failed to recall.
Look, we got a strong 7 right there.
Yeah.
But still, you see the impact all those superstars had that John Cena just had to be put over.
Wade Barrett.
No. Even before, like, King Barrett.
Nexus.
He had to bury him then. It's like, really? But yeah. Brock Lesnar knows how to put on a match if you give him more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we were dreading this match because we thought it was gonna be.
We said we didn't care how it went. I told you guys that I would give you a pass if you put Seth or if you put Brock to win. You get double, quadruple your points.
Now, I know we said there's no point in giving Seth the title back if he lost it, but I think that, call me crazy, I think that this feud from Extreme Rules to now has actually been very entertaining. Where you had the cash and then you had these weeks of just brutal beatdowns. And it wasn't just like, oh, one chair shot to the back, that's it, we're done. It was like brutal beatdowns, and it all ended with a great match at SummerSlam.
And did you feel this was like ruthless aggression?
I felt like this was the Paul Heyman effect. And someone brought it up. They're like, Brock Lesnar lost clean. There was no low blow. There was no using of the ropes. There was no, oh, the ref is down, let's use a chair. It was fair. It was clean.
It was Seth actually beating someone like he normally would in a match.
Yes.
And the thing is, it's like, there's already this thing going around that people were starting to give Seth heat because he's being too much of a babyface. And the saving grace, apparently this was the rumor that, Bret Hart talking to him beforehand was like, oh, no, we're going to take the heat off because he's talking to the legend, the man himself, another Mr. SummerSlam themselves. To me, it's like, no, like, people were getting tired of Seth. People are starting to get tired of Seth because it's like, oh, he's too much of a babyface. In my opinion, no, he's been booked with the wrong people after Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and this is where I need to bring it up again. Booking Seth with AJ is boring to me.
Well, their Money in the Bank match was really good.
Yeah, but then it's like, we're getting it now.
Well, now, yeah.
Because it's like, dude, can you wrestle someone else?
Hashtag
Here we go.
push Cesaro.
Even though Cesaro needs to work his way up, in my opinion. It's worth the build-up for your guy. Come on. He doesn't need to do it as a face. He just needs... I want him to get a couple matches before we get it. That's all I want. And then what? Seth got Baron Corbin for 3 months?
And then you got Lacey Evans.
For 3 months and a month. It's just like... Seth's not putting on memorable matches when we know he can. What happened to the Architect? What happened to that guy that could wrestle anybody?
Again.
And you feel like he's not Shawn Michaels 2.0. He's Seth Rollins.
Again, not Seth's fault, booking's fault.
Which sucks because it's like, come on, man. The guy knows how to compete. The guy is loyal. He didn't leave like his boy did, who's been putting on a memorable career of his own.
Yes.
I'm not saying anything bad about Jon Moxley. I'm not. It's just you don't want to do that to him because honestly, if you were to allow Seth to go back into the Indies,
You're losing something big.
exactly. You already lost something big with one guy.
Yeah.
Why have that happen to the next guy who? I'm sorry, I think he could be just as big as John, if not a little bit bigger. Because,
John Moxley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what was it? What's his? What he was wrestling as Tyler Black.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone knew before he came to NXT like that if that guy comes to WWE, he's gonna be big.
Yeah.
When Seth came, everyone was excited. When he got put onto the main roster, holy shit, here we go.
And you want to talk about three guys who had a very good start to their main roster career in the Shield, where it was just like this. It was upscale, week after week, year after year. Even after they broke up, this is where Dean Ambrose kind of, sort of, semi started going downhill.
But he was still getting a push.
Yeah.
And so was Seth.
Seth
and so was Roman.
exploded through the roof when that Money in the Bank cash-in happened. Now, the title reign was but from there it was like, this guy can go, either as a tag team or a singles competitor. This guy can go.
Yeah.
You know, what's so funny is that in interviews nowadays, you have legends, people from the main roster, WWE alumni, Hall of Famers say, we have the biggest crop of talent right now on the main roster. We have the best crop of talent on the roster.
Like, you never hear them say, like, oh, my era of my guys was the best.
There's more main event guys now than there was in the Attitude Era, or in the Hulkamania era, or in the New Generation era.
Yeah, or whatever era you put, you can add all of them up, and it would still be less.
Still
equate or be less than what we have right now.
But the problem is, they're not being used. Going back to your point, Seth was champion from WrestleMania all the way to Extreme Rules. With the exception of an AJ Styles, what was so memorable about that title reign or any of the feuds that he had?
Nothing. 4 months of just bland, like, and I can see why he's getting heat from fans. It's like you're not entertaining us like you can.
The heat is also coming from a place of, because he was trying to defend how WWE is the place to be, which honestly, it all depends on who you are.
But he needs to not focus on that. It's not up to him that, yeah, I'm upset that my friend left and he doesn't need to talk crap about where he used to work. It's like, focus on you.
So, yeah, I mean, and again, I think it was a very big mistake putting this whole thing of, Becky Lynch's boyfriend, or,
the man's man.
Yeah, Seth Rollins' girlfriend. It's like, again, something happens outside of the ring and you want to acquaint it or you want to relate it to it being in the ring. Why can't we just, if it happened naturally where Seth was having his feud, Becky was having her feud, and then somehow these two come together. I'm trying to think of a good example.
At one point, you could have, like, if you really wanted to build the heat up, actually it was working when Baron chose Lacey as his referee. But the thing is that everything was done wrong, because instead of Becky kind of coming in as like being concerned for Seth, she came in as like, oh, I have my rivalry to deal with her. It's like,
yeah,
you're not being the girlfriend, you're still being the man.
Okay, it's not male-female perspective, but you remember when DX got together in 06?
Yeah.
I think that was so perfect because Shawn is dealing with Spirit Squad. He gets injured. Triple H is Vince McMahon's lapdog at the time, but then starts, being a rebel, starts feuding with the Spirit Squad. Then all of a sudden Shawn Michaels comes back and you have the reformation of DX.
But you had it because it's like, okay, Shawn was dealing with Vince in a manner that, like, you're trying to put me down, but it's not working. Like, I'm supposed to be a champion. Give me that already. You have Triple H where it's like, all right, I guess my title reigns are over, but I'm not going to do what you tell me to do because I do what I want. And so it's like, all right, what do I do to get rid of two problems? I put as much as I can in both your ways, but I don't make sure you two come back together at one point. But it's like, oh, I actually let you two come back together somehow.
With this, it was like, okay, so Seth and Becky are boyfriend girlfriend. Okay, what do we do? Okay, we'll have a special referee match. Well, Becky's in a feud with Lacey. We'll have her be the special guest referee, and then Becky comes out, makes the save, and then we can. Okay, cool, we got it. And it's like, bro, you're forcing it. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't
so
feel
bad.
natural.
Yeah, nothing is natural. Like, just let it. Just.
And that's where Seth started getting more heat. But this is what I'm saying, like with Seth. Speaking of which, you need to give him a good opponent now.
Well, let's talk about it.
So okay, other than him having a great match with Brock losing clean, and Brock not coming back to like, that's the thing I think that I was okay with. Brock didn't come back. German suplexed the shit out of him, F5'd him, and then left.
Yeah.
Brock walked away like, all right, I lost. It's done. I'll see where I go next, up against whoever.
Rumor is that Paul Heyman forced Brock to lose.
Why though?
Why not? But we're really playing this game?
No, I want to know why the force. I'm not trying to play it as a game.
I don't know what the reasoning was, but I just think that Paul Heyman knows that, hey, if we want to do things differently, then this is how we got to do them. Because again, like we walked into 2 nights ago, we were dreading this match. We're like, here we go, F5s, curb stomps, maybe someone wins, maybe someone doesn't.
Low blow, this.
Yeah, but look what happened. It's like, oh, you guys don't want to watch us? Well, okay, watch this match. And they put on, I think, the 5-star match of the night. Just say, my opinion. But after this thing happened with AJ, Ricochet comes out, and then who else came out?
I know, some big tongue. Like, come get these hands!
I thought he was going to turn. I was waiting
for that too, because that would have sold me even more. Like, all right, he saves him, but then out of nowhere just slams him himself. Like, no, I've been eluded from this belt for years now. I'm gonna get what I want now. But no, you have Braun Strowman like just do the hero save
for now.
Yeah,
because I think they're trying to build like a 6-man angle where it's OC versus Ricochet, Seth, and Braun. Where we eventually see Braun show his true colors of, here we go.
So would you say this is the best way to book Braun?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you take the belt off immediately from Seth to Braun so Braun can finally get his reign?
You do it at Hell in a Cell.
Okay. But the thing is, you can't do it at Night of Champions because I'm assuming Night of Champions, everyone defends their belt no matter what. Yeah. So you're gonna have like another like, hey, a save, and then like maybe the turn there.
A
like,
circumstance or something.
I don't want to see U.S. Championship on the line versus World Championship on the line. I think AJ needs to defend his belt against someone else. Yeah. But not against Ricochet again for the 4th time. God. Okay. So, if not Braun Strowman, if not Cesaro, I kind of maybe would want to see Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
Against Seth.
They played off my angle last night. The 5-minute guy.
That was great.
And he turns it by saying, "I'm not forgiving you guys." And it's like you showed a glimpse of a face turn, but no, you're a true.
But people still love Samoa Joe.
Yeah, no matter what.
Like, come on, the guy doesn't get his name chanted during his own song.
He's Triple H at this point. Doesn't matter if you're good, bad, in between. Everyone's cheering you.
Yeah. But I would kind of want, other than Braun Strowman, maybe Samoa Joe or Cesaro to like give Seth like, okay, you're Universal Champion. You really are gonna have this for a while. Let's put actual good opponents against you, not constables, not idiots. Age is an idiot to me right now because okay. He's an idiot to me because it's like, okay, when you were a face, I'm sorry, when you built out a rivalry with someone, you dragged it along. You could have done a whole lot better with Shinsuke, a hell of a lot better with Samoa Joe because you've done it way back in the day against him, and this is what we got.
Okay, I guess I'm taking a survey here.
Hey, yeah.
I asked you guys probably about half a year ago. I'll ask you again. Is the problem AJ Styles?
Sometimes it can be. I personally think it can be because it just seems like you can get something great out of him, but you're not. And we even said it on some of his matches. You wait that long to do something memorable. It takes that long into the match for me to be like, all right, I'm sold now on it. Like, what more do we need? AJ is a great wrestler. He's always been a great wrestler. It's just, how do you not sell us at this point now? Especially for a guy who's been in wrestling for so long.
Yeah.
Like, the guy should know, like, all right, this is what I got to do now.
Again, it's a case of everybody being stifled and, maneuvered and, like we need to Bray Wyatt a lot more of the talent to let them have free reign. I was even thinking, I'm like, look, grab a piece of paper and go, okay, who do we want, for example, AJ Styles to feud with? For example, let's say, give me a name.
I'll give you one right now,
Cesaro. Have AJ Styles and Cesaro go into a room. We want to book you guys into a feud. Go into that room, talk privately for about 30 minutes, and let me know what you guys come up with. Have the talent talk. Maybe we can do this first. Maybe we can do that first.
Like, in that 30 minutes, come up with something for 2 to 3 months.
Yes. Give them an hour. Give them, like, hey, we'll give you until a week. Go talk, FaceTime, text, phone call, whatever. Talk, trade ideas. Maybe we do this, maybe we do that. Present it to Vince. Hey, Vince, here's what we have. I like this. Maybe we can fine tune that. Let's turn this over there. But other than that, let's go. As opposed to, okay, so AJ's the champ, right?
Someone pull a name out of a hat real quick.
Ricochet. Okay. SummerSlam. Just put on an match and then just come up with a nice spot and. Okay, cool. Yes, that Goldberg match was a minute 50. Okay, cool.
We paid him, right? He's good. Okay,
he's good.
He made up for it.
Remember, stay away from the ring post. Bailey and Ember just top rope finishing move. Oh, okay. Becky Lynch. Oh, she can open up the show.
Like, do you see where we're going with this guy? Is like.
Honestly, like we're being sarcastic, but I honestly feel like sometimes that's the mindset. Dan, I think, has said it best. Let's grab something, throw it at the wall. Oh, it stuck? Okay, that's the main event for Monday Night Raw. And it's like, that's not going to work.
Like, it makes no sense. It's like you throw something against the wall and it's sticking. It's like, how does it make sense? It's like, oh, well, we're leaving it there because that's the best idea. But how does it make sense? Oh, we don't have to make it make sense. We're just going to book it. How does it make sense? What does it tie into? What does it relate to? Like, do you guys, like, oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Blood Austin Powers. Hulk Hogan, who was recently on Steve Austin's podcast.
Just something to listen to.
Yes, very, very good. I recommend everybody to go and listen to it. You will discover a whole lot of new things. But Hulk Hogan said something. He said, anytime when there was a match, whether I was winning, losing, draw, whatever, he would always go up to Vince and he would ask him 2 questions. What is the end result of this match and where are we going from here? And when he was about to have that match with Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, he did the same thing where he asked Vince, he's like, okay, I'm losing, but where are we going from here? And Vince apparently didn't really have much of an idea, and Hulk Hogan had pitched him and said, well, what if I lose to him, give him the title, go up that ramp, and then halfway do that slow turn, go back into the ring, turn heel, beat the hell out of him, and call myself Triple H Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Vince McMahon saying, that will never work. Flash forward to 1996, there we are. And honestly, like a lot of times I get it. That your talent is going to have ideas that you maybe don't want to try, but if you don't try, you're never going to know. And I mean, let's be honest, Vince, there's been so many angles and storylines that you have come up with and you've tried, and it's been shit. Nothing great has come out of it. And I think that having one mind trying to book for 70, 80 talent is not going to work. Ever. I'm not saying that all your talent is going to have the best ideas, but when you have an AJ Styles who's been in the business for, 16, 17 years. Yeah. And you have a Cesaro who has been in the business for years now, who's been in Ring of Honor, who's been in WWE, who's proven that he can have great matches. Put them in a room together and go, guys, 45 minutes, go. Think.
Come back with something that's
yes.
gonna work. And if you really want it to be where you're booking these guys and they come back to you with shit, like, okay, yeah, no. Like, no. Go back. I'm giving you another hour. I want something golden.
And if at that point you feel like, okay, well, we're trying to give you a chance, you can't do it, well, we're gonna have to book it for you. But
then you can give us the shit product.
And then give us the shit product. But there's a lot of great people like a Bray Wyatt who look what comes out of this guy's
okay,
mind.
Okay. So you said there's a crop load. All right,
crop.
Here's the crop load of list right now. Obviously, you're Universal Champion. Seth, AJ, Bray, Finn, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Samoa Joe,
Daniel Bryan,
Roman. He's still in there. You can still consider him a guy that you can get a good thing out of. Drew. Oh my God, Drew. Jesus. Hell, you're Braun.
Aleister Black.
Come on, like that's already 13 names. You can't tell me you can't tell 2 out of the 13 to be like, hey, go in a room. We'll give you an hour to talk. Give us something. Give us 3 months worth of booking, or give us a month and a half's worth.
Yeah.
Or hell, you want to stretch it long enough to a big pay-per-view? Give us 5 months.
I was thinking about
give
this.
us something.
I was thinking about this. I'm like, remember Miz versus Daniel Bryan?
Yeah. Well, which part of it? Because we have years worth that it's still always, they find a way to bring out like something great.
Well, everything that happened last year and how much everything sucked. I think about it, and what's so funny is Daniel Bryan, right before they started booking that feud, he would laugh at the creative team. He's like, you want to trust these guys to book a Miz versus Daniel Bryan from SummerSlam to Mania? Like, you really have that much stock? This guy works for the company, and he's laughing at the creative team.
Like, what does that say?
And I never thought about it, but Dan brought up a very good point. Daniel Bryan is an not Undertaker category yet, but this guy is MVP of WWE. Just think about everything. Tag team competitor, singles competitor, elevating other people, putting on 2-minute matches, putting on 30-minute matches.
Oh, he's already putting Rowan over.
Yeah.
And you would think Rowan is like, he's a mid-card guy. Or not even that. He's like your C-list show guy. And already, like, the talk is like, Rowan's getting a push.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I see it.
He's and such a nice guy. Such a nice guy outside of the ring.
Like, everything you guys think you see, of course, like, in the ring and in programming, it's like, it's his character.
Yeah.
Outside of it, yes, he is still the environmentalist, wanting a better, safer, cleaner planet.
But in the ring, it's just tuned up.
Yeah.
Now, Daniel Bryan's career was going nowhere. Whose idea was it to turn him heel? Do you know?
No.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, it was great then.
Because he's like, look, I'm not going anywhere with this. This good guy came back against Big Cass. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I need something. And that's when they turned him heel and gave him the title. And look what this guy did. I thought Bryan could never be a heel again. After all the WrestleMania 30 stuff, I'm like, there's no way this guy can never be a heel. No way.
And he sold you.
And he did it. Yeah. Which goes to show you, look at the ideas that's coming out of your talent's head. Look at how they're thinking 10 steps ahead of, look, this isn't working. We need something different.
Obviously, Bray felt that same way. Like, come on. Like, you can't tell me while Bray was injured, he was just going to come back with the same act of like, hey, before The Fiend gimmick? What was he doing before?
He had just got done teaming up with Matt Hardy.
But it wasn't as intense of like
That was
how
supposed to
Bray
be really
was.
good too, because you had the Eater of Worlds, this crooked Bray Wyatt, and you had this whack job Matt Hardy, who's gonna delete you and take you to the multiverse or whatever. And it's like, well, you didn't really go anywhere with that either.
So Bray was hurt. He was off TV for a while, and the first thing we thought, like, are we getting the same Eater of Worlds? Are we getting Sister Abigail, Bray Wyatt back? Like, what are we getting?
Oh, that was horrible.
And then he comes back with this. At first, everyone's like, "What the fuck is this? What is this? This whole Firefly Funhouse? Why are you being so Mr. Rogers like?"
Yeah.
And then I told you guys, let it sink in. Just watch it closer.
Yeah.
Look at it. Something sinister comes out of something like this. Like there's no gray area. It's black and white. You're gonna see it. He's gonna do something demonic, and it's coming. Weeks later, you see him in this crazy Slipknot-like looking mask, and you're just like, "Oh my god, what just happened?"
As the weeks went on, it got darker
And cryptic, and you're just like, "What is he doing?"
Yeah.
And why am I still now like watching it even more? And oh my god, is he gonna eat me? Is he gonna kill me? What the hell? But do you see what happens when you give your own talent control? Not full control, but at least enough where they know what they want to do. They know how they want to, like, all right, I need to come back strong. I need to come back bigger. I need attention. If you let me map it out for you, I can. Hell, if I had Finn come back in 2 months as the demon to face the Fiend and he loses, I would want Finn at that point, like, all right, it didn't work. Maybe I did need AJ's help when he offered it to me. Maybe I do need the club's help.
Bullet Club?
Why not have the Bullet Club back at that point? And you can even have, like, the OC dealing with like a lot of people, like,
He plays like this mind game of like, you want me, come find me. Like very, like it's like one of those movies where like, you know, a couple people go into a haunted house looking for a spirit, or it goes and one by one they start disappearing. Do that with the Fiend. Like how does
he
he
do it in the fun house?
How does he deal with the 1 versus 4? How would
Like, that would be great to see, especially because look, you can even build it where it's done in the funhouse, but the funhouse isn't what we think it is.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just the one room that looks nice and peaceful.
Yes.
But everything else is psychotic and just demented.
And how cryptic would it be where he goes, "I'll let you in," and it's like, come
Like
on,
the door's open for Finn
Yeah.
to walk in. Like you
Come
want,
on.
like you want to be the saving grace for your friends that wanted to take me out. I'll let you in.
Yeah. So
Like you can even have it where Finn's like going around as the demon
yeah, he's
to
like,
try to like, all right, I need to be something.
you want me to find you? Come on, I'm here. Bring
Yeah.
it. So,
But do you see, guys, what we mean when you give your talent the ability to book their shit?
So, any closing remarks about SummerSlam or just direction?
I think SummerSlam was a lot better this year than last year for sure. Even though we didn't get a super turn like Becky's last year. But I'm hoping that after the biggest party of the summer, let's see what the next few months build up to Survivor Series. Because obviously we're going to watch the pay-per-views before it.
Yes.
Like on our own. And we're going to try to meet up, even though November's a little hard for us.
Yeah.
We'll still watch Survivor Series together. And we'll see what is it? Like 3 months worth of booking gets us.
So, so guys, there you go. That was our review of SummerSlam 2019. Personally, I thought it was a pretty show. I thought that the second half is what really stood out to me. But yeah, going back to the commission's point, we'll just have to see what the booking committee has for now until roughly Survivor Series, which is their next biggest show of the year. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we will catch you all